Alright, well, welcome back to Breath of Fire. We are here in front of Camelon. And the reason that we are here is we now have a diggy boy. And we had a lot of places where we could dig. So we are now going to go and do all of that. Also, get some hunting in while we're at it, because hunting is good in this game. I'm not going to make a statement either way about that in real life. Just start the episode over. Anyway, so I've got a nice little map here showing me where all these things are, because goodness knows I've forgotten at this point. I believe we just want to head up from here. Not quite. Yeah, it should just be right above Camelon. It's where we should have the first one. I don't believe it's up this thing, though. Here it is. Alright. Just gotta sweep my way through these guys. I did go and get some new equipment for Mogu, so now he has about twice as much attack and twice as much defense. So he's gonna be a little less squishy now, but his health is still abysmal. But we can dig! And so all of these little digging spots take you to secret rooms. And in these secret rooms, we can find things. Here, we find another old man. And we know what we do with old men. We talk to them with Karn. So that we can finally get a new form. You learned the spell. You're a member of my family line. This spell is now yours. Alright, cool. So now, we have what is tied for with my favorite spell, Doof, which uses Ox and Bow to turn into Mega Ox, who's just straight up a Minotaur. Mega Ox has the same abilities as Ox, except now he's fast, which is pretty useful, all things told. I'm not really I don't think I really want him out here, but we're gonna have more uses for him later. But for right now, since I'm just going around to places, we're gonna turn back into Shin, and warp over to our next destination, which is Tantar. Because there was another spot where we could dig up above Tantar. Well, it was up above Tuntar to be more specific, but we can't really go to Tuntar anymore. Now there is a point of the game where you can get fast travel over the whole world, so if you want to just get all of these sort of things at that point, it's probably going to be a lot faster and a lot easier, but I really like to just kind of get these things as I unlock them, that way I don't have to worry about backtracking for them again later. I don't know. And it, you know, I've kind of been playing this with the idea of, alright, well, what if this was someone's first time playing this game? What sort of things would they do? Now, assuming you remember where all of these little digging spots were, now that you have a guy who can dig, I would assume you would probably go for them. Rather than wait for a little bit longer. It's like, oh, sweet, we got more meat. Nice. Anyway. So let us dig here. And see what we have. We have a whole bunch of treasure. Nice. I don't think any of these have traps, but we'll just go ahead and switch to Karn anyway. A life potion, or no, that's a luck potion. It had a trap. The clog. Alright. Pretty sure that's an accessory. A potion. And a V potion. Alright, neat. What does the clog do? Agility for the character wearing this item will increase. Yeah, so it increases your agility, which is kind of neat. I think, honestly, I want to give that... Well, no, I don't really need to give that to Nina. Like, you might be tempted to go ahead and give it to this boy right here, but let's be real. Even increasing his act isn't going to help you. It does increase his magic a little bit, just by a touch. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to Mogu, just to try and make him at least somewhat useful. It's going to fail. He'll never be useful, but at least he'll have something now. Alright, well, welcome back. There might have been a few weird cuts there as I was figuring out what I was supposed to be doing, but we do have one little thing that I missed over here a while back that I could have done. So I'm just going to go do that real quick. Oh, there's a deer. Bam. Get some antlers. Not that that's particularly useful to me anymore, but yep, if you sneak around a red over there, you can get to another fishy spot. Or another well for Ryu to fish in. So let's just do that. Already have his rod and bait equipped. And fishing here will get you the dragon hat, which is pretty neat. Or I suppose the dragon helmet, but you know, whatever. And equipping that is faster and more defensive in every way than the horn hat. So Ryu is definitely shaping up to be real strong now. As you do. Alright, so now on to the next thing. Alright, so now we are back in Gust, and the reason we are in Gust is because now we have that new transformation. And if I can find the correct house, that means that we can now go into some new places. If I recall correctly, there were 2 places with heavy blocks that we could not move. One was here, and one was in... one was here in Bleak, and the other was in Gus. Or the other was in Gant? I think the other was in Gant. So we're just gonna go ahead, turn into the super form. Turn into Super Ox here. Because Super Ox can push heavy things. Which lets me drop down here. Okay. We'll push that. And take the clear cloak. Neat. Alright, so I'll check out what that does here in a moment, but first, I want to wrap around here so we can drop down. And talk to you. My kingdom was destroyed. I'm one of the few who knows this spell. And he won't talk to you if you're fused already. But this will give us Karn's final spell. So now we have everything we need, aside from fast overworld travel, to be able to finally unlock everything in the game. There is nothing we come across now that should be blocked off to us anymore. So that's pretty cool. And he has his final spell of Puka, which I don't actually have enough MP for, so I'm going to heal real quick. And there's one other place that I want to use Doof for, so I'm going to do that first, and then I will start doing more Puka stuff. But I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, so I figured out where that other one was. It is in Gust. So if you head into this house, we can push this block now. Search underneath it for an earth robe. I think that's just about all that we have unlocked for this form at the moment, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more for him to do later, but nothing at the moment. So let's show off Puka, which uses which uses all three of these dudes, my fusion guys, and this is the only reason I can see to really be using Mogu in your final party, because it basically means you're either using Mogu or you're using Blue. That's pretty much it. Do you want physical attack or magic? Because that's really all you got here. I suppose you could also make the argument of switching out Nina for Blue, but, you know, whatever. But, Puka is, weird. Puka is weird. But we can now unlock those stone slabs with him that have the dragon faces on them. So I will warp around a little bit and go find those. I'll see you guys here in a sec at the first one. Alright, so the first one we can get here, there's only 3 of them. And we can only get 2 of them right now. The first one was back here, just right on top of Arya. So I guess I can show off Puka's combat ability a little bit. So Puka is weird. He has 3 attacks that it just randomly chooses from. The only thing he can do on the overland screen is yell, which opens these doors. But all these doors have some interesting things in them. Frankly, this is probably the least useful of the transformations, but it is also the strongest, so a little bit of give and take there. And this other one is actually back at Gust again. We saw it as we were approaching Gust the first time. If we just head down instead of up and go back around. So we'll just swing back over there. Should just be down over here. And I believe it's going to be along this wall. Karn is, Puka is extremely fast. As you might expect, considering he's a fusion of 4 people. You know, as you do. So his stats are kind of insane. But that's okay. I'm okay with having a person that has insane stats. You know? I'll take it. But this is kind of the party that I usually end up using a lot of. Saving Blue for boss fights more, because she can just do constant amounts of high damage. Although she is also kind of useful in taking out mobs, but HP is a lot easier to recover than AP in this game. So if I had to, I don't know, it's weird. The Love Bracer, I believe, works like the life armor. But I believe there's also very limited people who can actually equip it. I can give him the Earth Robe, which is useless. Well, I should check out all that equipment here, because I believe this is the last thing that we had to go off and do. I'm actually going to go ahead and revert you back. I'm going to switch you to Doof, because I like Doof. Doof is fun. And I'll bring in you. So let's go ahead and warp on back to Grimoire, because I believe this was the last overworld thing that we have been missing that we can do at the moment. So let's check out all the cool stuff that we have gotten. And then we will call it an episode, even though I'm sure this is going to end up being a very, very short episode, but it's taken me like almost an hour to record. Just because finding all of these things is not proven to be very useful or I've not proven to been able to find these things very easily. Alright, so we have the Love Bracer. can be equipped by only Nina or Blue. The Clear Cloak is completely weightless, has 100 defense. Real good. Can also only be equipped by Nina or Blue. So that's something to keep in mind. Everyone can use the Earth Robe. Well, almost everyone can use the Earth Robe. The Dark Bracer can only be equipped by Karn. So, we have a couple of different things here. So let's go ahead and equip the Dark Bracer on him. Which, if I recall correctly, yeah, just increases his speed and just gives him even more of a stat buff. Because goodness knows he needed it. I did go ahead and put the sash on him as well, because who cares? Let's have him do more damage. Why not? I'm much more worried about your defense than our other girls, so let's just give you that. That also makes you a lot faster. And I prefer to give her the love bracer. Just because. It's a love bracer. If there's a romance between... The canonical romance here is between Ryu and Nina. So, you know, might as well give that to him. Let's go ahead and give you the Earth Robe, I think? Yeah. Although, if I give it to you... No. Okay. I was gonna see if I give it to him, would it increase... get his act out of 0 range. But whatever. Okay, so we also have the Mystic Robe is the only thing left, which, you know, I guess we could give to you, except I don't know if you can equip it. No, you can't. Huh. That's unfortunate. You know what? Here, we'll do this instead. Oh, that's because that's armor. Duh. I'm dumb. I thought that was a accessory. Anyway, I'm sure this episode is probably going to have been really short, and I'm sorry for that, but I need to go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow as we actually do some progression in the game.